Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are well. We are back to live day two of building the Instagram clone, in which we are using Cloud Code, in which we are doing vibe coding to build our application. We are using Cloud Code to build our application. So we are going to go straight into it. Mostly, we are going to continue from where we left last week. So last week, we built the most basic part. We did all these parts. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. We're going to be back. There you go. So let's continue. Let's continue. So last week we did the most basic part, that was setting up everything, setting up our database, setting up our everything that we needed to set up. So today we are just going to complete the features that we did not manage to complete. Otherwise, you can say I on the chat. I'll be very happy when you say I on the chat. You can like the live. You can tell me what you want to see or whatever feature that you want to see. I'm sharing my screen in a few. Worry not. I'm going to share my screen in a few and see where we left from last week. So in case you didn't watch last week, make sure that you go straight to the channel, then you check what we did last week. So basically we did a lot of vibe coding, how you can work with AI, how can you vibe code with AI, how do you choose the right product, how much do you need, for example, in case you are using AI tools that you need to pay, how much do you need to pay, how are the credit usage, all those kind of stuff. So in case you are really new to here, last week we did that last Wednesday. So we are hoping to do this one, these lives daily, on daily basis, or after 1 day, 2 days, to evaluate how we are doing and make sure that we have good vibe coding skills. Make sure that you subscribe for more content just like this. So let's go straight into it. Let me share and we begin this. But in case I lag, make sure that you text on the chat. You can type on the chat where are you watching the live from. Where are you watching the live from? Where are we learning this from? So yeah, last week, in case you check the live, we have session 1 right here that we did. I think over 1 hour 45, almost 2 hours session. So today we are here doing part 2. So in case you didn't watch part 1, you can check part 1 and see how many features that we did. So we did several features. We did the coding, all those kind of stuff. So unfortunately, this is where we left our page to be blank. In case you are new here, you know that we faced some error, and at some point we exhausted our credit. So when you check our credit last time, we exhausted our credit. So today we are starting at 6% usage. So let's see by the end of the session, how much of credit will we have used? So most of the things here, they are not really guesswork, but we are going to see how far we can go. Anyway, you can tell me where you are watching the live from or the session from. So our goal was to build something like Instagram, where we have these parts, we have the normal posting of the post, we have the right side panel, then we have the left side panel, then we have the DMs, the messaging feature. So that was the goal we wanted to build. So that's what exactly we wanted to build. So let's see if today we can achieve that. But because I'm a software engineer, most of the errors that I'm going to face, I'm really aware where the errors that where they are coming from. For example, we can see we have some few errors right here. We have some few errors right here. So basically, it's just one of the unexpected errors that we are going to fix. So let me just quickly fix this with Cloud Code, then show you where our progress was. We left our progress. I'm using Cloud, that is the Anthropic Cloud, and I'm using um, this model, Opus 4.8. I mean, the pro plan, you can use the free plan, not really free plan, but in case you want to use the free plan, you can use Google Anti-Gravity. Yeah, the Google Anti-Gravity, they have free models that you can explore, that you can try out. You can try the Google Anti-Gravity. Yeah. So you can get all these kind of models for free. For usage, of course, they have the usage span or credits. When you exhaust the credits, you have to wait for some time until um, you you get new credits for free. So you can check out Anti-Gravity to build the same thing in case you are in the free plan. So let me see. Let me just quickly fix this. So vibe coding, there's nothing crazy. You just most of the time prompt what you want. As long as you know what you want, you just prompt what you want. For example, I'll just copy an error without describing what error is. Then I'm just going to leave for Cloud to figure out by itself the error. So this is basically what vibe coding is. Instead of me going to research on the error, whatever feature that I want, I can just let AI do this for me without having to struggle, So basically, I'll just let AI do that particular problem for me. Let me see. Why is this not loading? So I'll just check quickly why we have these errors. It's vibe coding. I don't have to think. I actually know where these errors are coming from. It's coming from the follow feature. It's coming from the follow feature. That is the follow page feature that we are working on. So I don't have to think past that. As long as I understand whatever I'm working on, then there's no problem with that. So it's going to fix all these small issues. I can see it's fixed. So, okay, let me show you where we left last time. Let it first finish. Then I'm going to show you where we left. So last time we did something simple. We created this page, and actually it consumed a lot of token because most of the time it was doing guesswork. So it did not create all these functionalities. So the first thing that we created last time was just uploading a photo. For example, I can go to pictures, take any picture or photo here, then I can add caption, then I can upload that particular post, right? So that's what we did last time. But we left it working, but unfortunately, it's not working. See how long it's taking, nothing happening. We can't see any post right here. So I'm going to copy this error once again in which we fixed, and I'm going to vibe code this. I'm not going to suffer. Fix this feature. So I'm going to fix this feature and I'm going to make sure that it works with no problems. So you'll just be watching me vibe coding, doing most of these things and see how I think through my process of vibe coding, my thinking process when it comes to vibe coding. In case you are new here, guys, subscribe. I will really appreciate if you when you subscribe, or you can just give me a like. You can just give me a like. Give me a like, guys. I would really appreciate. I really appreciate you guys a lot. So let me just apply these changes. Let me apply these particular changes. Guys, subscribe. In case you find this educational, subscribe. I will really appreciate a lot your subscription. The deploy failed, current logged in. Firebase account does not have permission on project manager. Let me account activate. Okay, it seems I have some authentication error. I have set everything needed in the code side. What I fixed, what do I need to do? First, no CLI, just click the link, the original error, console prefill, create exact index using the Google account browser via CLI. Want me to do anything else? Let me see what error do we get here. I need to authenticate Firebase. Firebase deploy indexes. Do this in the terminal. Give me the commands. Give me the commands to do these steps instead of doing it in the console. Let me see if I'm going to fix this. So this one is telling us to go to Firebase here, then go to indexes, then create index in which it should be, we did automatic indexing. Need to expect it to work. Okay. Run Firebase login, add point CLI mailbyte using account, replace email with Firebase mailbyte service account, deploy your indexes, Firebase deploy indexes account, not the login, add account already logged in. Okay, let me just do this through the terminal. Firebase login. Which account is logged in? No. Okay, I see. Log out. Firebase login. I want to log in into my console using the terminal. Advanced software. I want to authenticate my Firebase so that I can run these commands. So that's okay. Let me see the second command, Firebase add. This opens the browser. Okay. Put the CLI Firebase use. This one, yeah. I think this one should be working because it's the same thing. Now using project. Fine. Let me deploy the indexes. Requires API stock is enabled, blah. Would you like to delete these indexes selected without? Yeah. Deployment complete. So this app now should work. Okay, let me see if we have new indexes. Actually, it's building these indexes. So we are just going to give it a moment to build these indexes. Then it's going to, let me see if we can see the progress. So once it's done building these indexes, then that means our app will be working correctly once we get everything correctly. So it's building these indexes. Once it's done, then it should be able to post now anything here on our Instagram. So once it's done posting, okay, you can see index is currently building and cannot be used yet. See status here. Let's see how long it will take to build these indexes. So we are going to give it time. So as we give it time, we said in vibe coding, you can use any tool of your choice. So there are things that you just need to understand. You just need to understand how good are you in prompting. So for example, in case I don't know how to prompt, or in case I'm struggling in prompting and building the best tool of the choice, I can go to any AI tool, I can describe whatever I want, and I can tell it to create a prompt for me and add more details. For example, let me show you one of the projects that I was doing. Let me see, it should be here. Let me show you one of the hacks that I use when it comes to prompting. Okay, so I describe whatever, you see, this is just a prompt. I describe whatever I want. Then I tell it to prompt. Then, of course, I tell it to do what? I want to be an excellent, it to be an excellent prompt. So the prompt, the end goal or the end of the prompt or the final prompt, it will tell the system that you are a senior product engineer and conversation focused front-end specialist. So you are a product grade, you rate a product grade, accessible, SEO strong, and you have strong opinion on designs. So for example, the design is the look, the feel of the system. So avoid AI generated aesthetics or looks like things like the purple, gradient, white cards, no content error, all those kind of emojis that you use, then inter everywhere brandness. So this prompt, this is just a basic prompt that I tell the AI before building. Consider this. Consider that you are a senior product engineer, for example, doing whatever I want. Then I describe the project. I'm writing blah blah blah. This is the scoop. Build the landing page, build the admin side, build the backend step by step. Then my prompts always include the goal, the tech stack in case it's completely new thing that I'm building, the complete a fresh project. Then the design direction. I always describe my designs so that my designs don't look like AI generated designs. So because I don't want anything to look like AI generated designs, that's when that's where I describe my design directions. All the design directions, the landing page in case I want the landing page, in case I want the copyright rules, all those kind of designs. But always, I always include this part, the SEO requirements, because I know there's no way I'm going to write better SEO as compared to AI. There's no way we are going to match. AI will always write better SEO better than me. So I write, it should have server rendered HTML, SEO, or the normal SEO kind of stuff. So it will direct the AI to do all those kind of things. Things like the basic things like mobile responsiveness, all those kind of stuff. So this is what I do mostly when it comes to the initial prompting. Okay, I think now our indexes are built, are enabled, so we can go back to our build. We can go back to our project. No post feeds yet. Okay, okay. Now, before we continue, let's just upload the basic thing right here. We have that. We have that, and say hello world. Then I can share. Sharing. It's taking its time. No errors yet. Because no errors, when I go home, I can see no posts, no reels, no messages, no nothing. So that means no error yet, but we can't post anything. So we just need to go and now tell our AI to do the next steps. Now I have done the indexes, but when I upload a reel or post, it's not actually uploading and showing, just a moment, and showing the output. Fix that and make sure end-to-end feature implementation. So I want to make sure that everything is being posted before we go now to the visual designs. So first of all, I need to get the basics right. When I create a new post, it should post, it should do everything, post and view, then upload or create reels, everything like that. So once we get all those three features correct, then the rest will just AI will just use its own context to build the rest of the pages. So as we wait for the AI to build the rest of the pages, now we can explore what features does Instagram has. But in case we are not aware, we can go to the technical side and try to understand what features does Instagram has. Okay, just a moment. Countries building Instagram clone. So let's just do some research and see what technologies does Instagram use in Instagram. What technologies, tech stacks, and how are they used to build Instagram? I'm not aware what technologies are used to build Instagram, so I want to see which tech stacks and how they are being used to build Instagram. Okay, so it's okay. So Instagram is useful. Let me zoom. Instagram is used for study, blah blah blah. So the backend application layer uses Python with Django. All right, let me see. What does it use Python and Django? The core monolith, thousands of Django endpoints. Okay. So we are really aware that it's using Python Django for its backend, so that it can do its video encoding, machine learning inferences. Okay, and the real-time messaging. Okay, no problem. Okay, the data layer. So the database, it's using Postgres. It's a relational database. Okay, we could have used this Postgres as well. Obviously, it's using Apache Cassandra to do the distributed wide column store for the feed. Inbox and I write timeline data. All right. It also uses the graph store, social graphs, things like the followers, the following, originally built and okay, fine, no problem. For caching, it's using the memcached for object caching. Then it also uses Redis. So we are really aware that Instagram uses Redis. I use Redis every single time on my app. I really use Redis as well to do the caching. For the asynchronous works, it uses the RabbitMQ. Okay. Originally Redis for background jobs like thumbnail generation, push notifications, fan out. So okay, in case you really don't know what are these background jobs are things like pushing notification. Pushing notification are not one of the main things. Like, for example, if someone likes your post, then this is where now the asynchronous work comes to play. Now they use all these kind of technologies to queue, to make sure that all things work in the background and they do not affect the core functionalities of Instagram. So for media storage is things like images, videos, all these kind of things. They are stored in Amazon S3. Okay, so they use Amazon S3 for their storage. Then they cache through CDN. All right, no problem. So the rest are the mobile, Android, in which some features use React Native. Okay, for example, this web app here, because we are using the website, it's using React. No problem, yeah. All right, it's using React, which is fine, it's fine. We are also using React. We're also using React as well. Let me see, PyTorch, because Instagram has machine learning and AI layer. Basically, this AI layer, all these machine learning, they are the ones that are used to predict the next video. Mostly the next video, the next scrolling. For example, if I scroll this, I like this post, then there is a way automatically I'm going to see most of these particular posts from this particular person. So for example, let me just watch a random video. So if I watch this video, most probably, and like, I'm going to get almost similar videos, depending with how much I scroll, the speed I used to scroll, the scrolling speed, and all those other factors. They are the ones that are going to determine the next video that I'm going to see. So basically that means it's going to use these PyTorch and machine learning models. So basically, Instagram runs over 1,000 machine learning models in production. That's crazy. Thousands of them. And it's actually over 1,000, not specific, 1,000. All right, let me see how it all fits together in a single request. App authentication, Django. That's the other ones are basic. Now let's see how our app really looks like, the ones that we are building, the one that we are building now. No post yet. So let's see now if we can upload anything with no errors. With no error. Post one. No error so far. Agents experiment. Oh, no problem. That is Grammarly. Share. Okay, this one is telling me no document to update. So you don't need to do any update. You need to upload a new post. So this one is a weird error. Guys, you can subscribe, you can share this live with your friends to join and build together You can share it as well. So let's see. Fixed because the user Instagram profile does not exist. The batch update. Okay, right. So it's actually fixing this. It's actually working on this feature. So you can see it's actually working. So we expect some working prototype right now. And actually it's not going to use so much credit. The storage uploaded, so actually it's fixing this. It's fixing this. It's actually working on this. I say in case you are doing web coding, you can use any tool of your choice. See how smart this is. You can use any tool of your choice. It doesn't matter. You don't have to write the code. You don't have to write any code. As long as you know what you are working on, you can describe and the system can work seamlessly. The system can work seamlessly as long as you know what you are working on. Do this now. Reload the app, full refresh. If you want your username, display name, something else, the email, deliver, default, edit your profile afterwards. Okay. So let me refresh this. Hard refresh. Clear the cache. Create a new one. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Share. Data shared. Let me see. Fine. It's finally working. It's finally working. Now we can see we have post here. So let me refresh and see if the post still persists. There we go. There you go. It's actually working. So I can post this. If I go to the profile, my profile page fails. So that means now we have a working Instagram. Clone. See reels. No reels yet. Messages. No messages yet. So that means that is working. So I have this account logged in. This one. So let me log in with a different account. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Incorrect password. I'm not sure if this one will work. Username. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sign up. Email account already in use. Let's see right here. Pay. And to make sure this one works. Okay. Very Kenya at gmail.com. Now let me just try signing up with Google instead. So I have 2 accounts. Okay, fine. So you can see no posts. So if I create share new post, and say AI is awesome, AI is awesome, then post. It's taking too long. Very AI is awesome. All right, so fine. So now it's posting, but only the logged in user can only see their posts. This one should be public. So that means every post is being tied to a specific user and only the logged in user can see their own post. So this one should be public such that anyone can view the post, but only logged in users or users with accounts can comment or like a posted. Let me call them an item because this one is tech. Can see a posted item. Make sure you work on this and any other possible feature, around the same functionalities. Also implement sharing of reels that should expire and not show after 24 hours These should follow the design as shown in the image. So I'm going to share an image on how I expect this implementation to look like in terms of visuals and see. So this one should look like this. Where is it? Let me share. Let me just take a screenshot of how everything should look like. So this is in the terms of posts. So I'm going to take that screenshot right here. Let me quickly paste that screenshot. Screenshots. Copy as path. You basically copy as path in case it's not working. Copy as path, then paste it right here. Paste Jamani. Let me copy again. Copy as path. Paste, yeah, there you go. So we expect it to build something similar. Expect it to build something similar to that. Let me see if it's going to really build this feature. It's a very simple feature that one can build. Multi-part feature. It's telling me this is a multi-part feature. So okay, as we wait for it to build, you guys can check out an automation platform called Sira IQ. It's called Sira IQ. You can check out an automation platform, Sira IQ, where you can use it to automate any task of your choice. Just like you can build any AI agent of your choice. Any agent, like for example, I want to build an agent that finds jobs for me. For example, an agent that can build or can apply jobs on my behalf. For example, in case I want to do job scrapping, which it scraps jobs to over 26 different sources from LinkedIn, from any of these sites, from Glassdoor, Simply Hired, all this work, Normans. You can check out CRIQ, where it can automatically, you can build an agent that automatically applies these jobs for you on your behalf as you just sleep. Then it applies jobs on your behalf, like in Flex Jobs, like over 26, around 26 different sites. Yeah, over 26 different sites. So we can see, let's see our progress. Let's see the progress. So the progress is asking us some questions. Who should be able to view post? Home feed plus profile. Logged in, new, logged out users too. Logged out users too can view everything. 24 hours expiry. The ring now at the top of the design. What do you want? New stories. Instagram stories. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Add expiry to existing reels. No. So let me just submit those, and those are the features that I want to build. Yeah, thank you, Tiger. Thank you, Tiger. How are you? Tiger X3F. Welcome, Tiger. So we're just vibe coding, nothing crazy. We're just doing vibe coding right here. So we expected to build things like reels, whatever, or these kind of features. So let's try to create as many posts as possible so that we can see them in action. Let me upload this, Smart HR. This is smart HR. Let me just upload as many as possible so that by the time it's done building all the other features, then you can see these posts. You can see we have these posts. We have the posts. One can like. Oops, what's going on? Yeah, one can like, one can comment. So it's actually building all these features like the public reels or the rest of these features you see here. And one can upload reels. Yeah. So these are the features that we are currently building. We're just doing vibe coding, nothing crazy, nothing of UI based. It's all about the features. So once we are done with the features, now we are going to describe the perfect user interface that we can ever think of. So it's actually building. Actually, this is working stories. Now, centerpiece, it's actually building all these features in real time. So you should see these errors clearing in real time. So once we are done with these two features, now we are going to consider or to work on the UI, on the user interface and how it looks like. You have internal server error. Yeah, we expect that. That's normal. Yeah, in case you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions on the chat. I will really be glad to answer the questions that you ask. Okay, let's continue. Let's see if it's working. Let's see how much credits we have used. Or how much of usage do we have left? Usage. From 9 to 29. That's not bad. We have used 20%. But actually it's bad depending with the features that we want. It's actually bad. It's really building. It's really building. It's really doing something. It's actually did something. Yeah, you did with AI. All right. That's cool. What project are you currently working on? I'd really like to know the kind of project that you are really working on. Actually, the current, for my case, the current project that I'm really working on, it's this here IQ automation platform, this one here. I'm a co-founder of this platform. You can use it to automate any boring tasks that you feel like automating. We have you can do agents, the kind of agents that you want. You can message agents, for example, or otherwise you can build with AI. You can automate with AI. You can learn how to automate in the documentation, in the previous videos that we have done, of course. And also you can try out in our smart canvas, where you're going to get over 50 different applications to automate, even so many templates that you can use over here to do the most basic tasks like job scrapping, um, bots to automate your Telegram, things like that, your conversation chats to manage any shop. You can manage shops with CRIQ through AI agents. You can do search. Of course, you can do, of course, for example, I'm going to get the analysis of whatever is going on my YouTube, because I've hooked my YouTube with CRIQ, and it's really going to give me insights. Any HR can also build this, use Sira. So that is the current project that I'm working on. And I'm not afraid to say most of the part, I think through AI. I use AI to think on how to build this. Okay, let's continue approving this. Yeah. So, what project are you currently working? What exciting project do you have? Are you currently working on? You can like the live. You can like the live. I really appreciate a lot. Okay, now everything is working. Okay, let me see if I can share. Ooh, imagine I can copy this link to share. Local host, whatever. I can copy this link and I can share it here. I can share the link right here. MPVery, and I can see the MPVery profile. It's crashing, but it's fine. But I can see that profile. I can actually comment. Oh, you see the other post here from Africa Hill Health is right here, 17 minutes ago. We have 2 likes. One of the likes that I liked with the other account, and I can comment this. Hi there. And I think I can DM this person messages. Let me do messages. That one is working. So let me do reels. Let me upload a story. Let me upload a story. Let me check something exciting. Let me just upload my photo. Let's add in a reel story, not reel. Oh, you see, we have a story right here. Let me click. Oh, there you go. 9, 10. How many seconds? I think around 15. Yeah, 15 seconds. And I have uploaded this reel right here. Let me add another reel story, not reel. Why am I confusing stories and reels? Something like, I want to see something different. Let me upload this GIF. Adding. So here we expect to have 2 different stories. See, story 1. There you go. Oops. There you go. It's taking in time to switch to the next story, but it's working. It's working. So that one is really working well. Really working well. So if I log out, before I log out, let me fix the profile feature. When I click my own profile or any other person profile, it's working. Let me copy the error profile. There you go. I'll just copy the error like that. Fix this error. So you want to capture the four core functionalities, then later you're going to do the UI, the user interface that we expect it to work well. So there you go. It's fixing these issues. So it should work perfectly. There we go. Why do you have 0 followers, 0 following? Let me see. So once it's done, let me just go back home. Oh, this is a personal account. I can't follow. Let me see if I can click this. I have this button for follow. All right. Following one follower. There you go. It's actually following, doing the following. So if I message this person, I can say, hi, how are you doing? You doing? So we have sent that. It's actually working. Let me see home. Should have these reels. Reels, no reels. Create messages. There you go. Africa Hill Health 15 seconds ago. If I open that, I can chat with that person. Then profile, yeah, there you go. So that means it's working up to there. Let me fix the Reels feature. This Reels, then we work on the UI now. Now work on the Reels feature. Let me see if we are going to get the Reels feature and how it's going to figure out by itself. Now AI should figure out by itself how do we post Reels, how do we view Reels. So far it fixed the homepage and the rest. So you expect something on the Reels? Okay. So now this one is actually thinking, nothing crazy. It's actually thinking what to do. So let it build this part. Reels. I really don't know how to upload these reels. Let me see. How do you upload reels? And I believe reels should be short videos, if I'm not wrong. I have a really short videos. How long is this video? 1 minute. There you go. This is a reel. This is a reel. Let's see if it's really going to upload the video. It's actually sharing. Let me see how it's going to treat a video by default. It's actually uploading. No error so far. There you go. Okay, nothing happened. So if we go to home page, very 15 minutes ago, Reels. By default, it's not treating anything as Reels. Okay. Now build and deploy the rules. How is it to now update Reels to view like state past me? Now build and deploy the rules. Home page. It seems the Reels is not working, but let's see. Let's wait and see once it's done. So how do you now load the views like state? Test is reload, open Reels, open Reels, like a reel, double tab, open comments, double nurture. Okay, let me hot reload this. So Reels, no Reels. Okay, let me upload the video again and see. Capture, recapture. This is a reel. This is a reel. Let me post something. Actually, sharing videos are shared as reels. Oh, by default, videos are shared as reels. Let me see if this video is going to be treated as reel. I wonder how it's going to figure out something like a video or something like an image, but I know how it's going to figure out by default. So either way, it's going to use the file extension name to figure out if it's a video, a reel, or whatever it is, either MP4 or the kind of video formatting. Now it has a list of all those kind of video formattings. So let me see from the code how it's going to figure out reels and no more posts. Features, reels item. Let me see how it's figuring out reels. So these are the state. It's a video reference current URL. If it's not a video, return OBS intersection video.play login. So this is the one to okay. I'm going to fix this. So that one should fix. I want to know how it's posting. Feed messages, feed comment, feed postcard. Yeah. From this postcard, shared comments, expand feed card. Function on like, on save, on share. That is the card feed. Get feed paste, gets. I made such dots mp4. These are the storage rules. So anything .mp4 service firebase match anything less than 50 MBs is treated as video content type. .jpeg and all right, we have these JPEGs, PNG. Okay, so anything that is MP4 should be treated as a video. All right, no problem. let me fix the error now and see. Let me see if it's going to upload these reels. The reel should be here because it's a video. It's a video. It should be here. Okay, Tiger, you are moving to the Sidaran. What is that? Playlist and Sunolit. All right. Gaming atmosphere. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you. I appreciate gaming atmosphere. Okay, this one is fixing. Let me see. Yeah, actually it's working. You see, whatever we found out the rules, the Firebase rules are right here. In case you don't know what are Firebase rules are the rules that determine how you do things here. How you access your database, all those kind of things. Yeah, you just write your rules right here. For example, this is my database. Which one here? This is the Firestore database. So the store Firebase just to enhance your rules. For example of rules, simple rules in software are if a user is not signed in or if a user does not have an account, do not do a certain thing. For example, do not post, do not like, do not kind of things. Or do not read and write. Read and write, don't write anything on the database. Writing is like uploading anything on the database. And reading is just reading anything from the database. So those are what we call normal rules. So you write or you reinforce your rules right here in Firebase. You can go and reinforce those different rules. Things like those, these different rules in Firebase. You can see these rules updated today 3:00 p.m. So that means this one, they are being updated in real time. So once we update here in our code, then because the terminal is doing its thing, building and deploying this app right here, that's why it's updating our Firebase rules. In case you are new to rules, what's going on? Yeah. Try it, reload the post video. Right, okay. Now let me reload and see if now I can upload these reels. No reels, homepage, fine. So let me create. So by default, videos they are considered as reels. So let's see. Select a photo or a video. So it's telling me to select a photo or video. By default, it will be treated as reel. So if I select, for example, this one, CRIQ launch, videos are shared as reels. So this is a reel because by default you can see it's a video. All right, let me see. This is my first reel. So let me clear this console in case you have any new error, you can see it. So we expect this to upload and then categorize it itself as reel. So this one is sharing, it should navigate to, there we go. You can see it has navigated itself to reels. So let's see. Actually, you can see this button here for sound. Let me just check. Yeah, it's actually playing. It's actually playing some sound on my end. So I can double, I don't need to click here to like. I can just double tap anywhere in the, you see here, when I double tap anywhere in the video, then it likes the reel. You can see the creator, I can comment and say, this reel is fire. Can post that comment. Then you can see whoever commented here. MP very commented on this. You can see we have one following, whatever, with 2 posts and everything. So by default, videos will be treated as reels. So we have all these. So this feature is now working correctly. Now this one is working correctly. So let me see what other feature can we build. Some exciting feature right here. Posted 14 minutes ago. Was this really 14 minutes ago? Hi. Hope you are cool. Oh, you are building a Bape Agentic AI playlist. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So if I click messages 14 seconds ago, yeah, it's fine. This one is cool. 14, yeah, 20 seconds ago, 21 seconds ago. So I want, what else do I need to build now? Now I want to make everything cool now and build now the UI. The UI, the UI part. So I'm going to screenshot this part. Now I'm going to screenshot the entire Instagram page, and now it should now consider on the UI. So the UI is a very, very light work when it comes to AI. It's a very light work. So we expect it to directly duplicate and build this UI. Very simple, very easy. Now with all features in place, I look at the shared image and make sure our clone is using similar UI with the shown components or designs. Implement this or something extremely cool in the UI, the user interface. You should implement this as a senior product engineer and a UI/UX design expert. So we are telling it, don't just implement a basic thing. Assume that you are an expert, a senior product engineer who has some experience in doing all this kind of stuff. So we are expected to build something big or something greater than that. So that's what exactly we expect it to build. So we can wait for it to build and see the progress. So we should be expecting a very great user interface. So for us to check the existing feature, I want to log out because I have logged in with this account and log in with the other account. Login. Okay, let me see if I'm logged out. What can I do? I can just see this. I can't see the likes. If I like, it's telling me to log in. If I create the same feature, so let me just log in with Gmail. Let me log in quick fast. There you go. I can like this user post. I can like this. I can see this user reels. What we do not have is the okay, just see, if I click here, it goes to the next. If I click here with no button, with no button right here, if I click here and I click back, it should go to the previous one. If I click here, it's taking time obvious to load, but if I click here, it's going back and forth. So that's really cool. We didn't expect it to, we did not expect AI to get it right that quick, but it got it right. It got it right. Now see, now it's implementing the UI now. It's implementing a better looking UI. It's now implementing a better looking user interface. So in the meantime, let me also upload some few reels right here. Pictures, some cool reels. What do I need to upload? Don't want to do anything technical. Let me upload this. Should not upload obvious. You can see it's doing a lot of refresh. That was done that 2 minutes ago. Suggested for you. Ooh. It's doing well. It's doing well. It's doing well. So let me authenticate that. If you could check and suggest us, or I'm trying to. Yeah, you can share. You can share it with me, and then if you could check and suggest us, I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's fine. Otherwise, in case you are new, you want to build one of the next, search is high value, lowest effort pick. Let me see what it's building. Reload the white load to off screen, deliberate choice, non stuff, the reels, notifications, thread badge. Let me see. We have notifications. We do not have the notifications feature. Build the notifications feature. It should be the notifications feature. What other feature? Search feature. Search feature. Like comment thread, threads, comment threads. You see how you reply a comment and then it has a thread, like a thread of replies. We really need that feature. Let me check from Instagram. What features can we? This one, the posts. What is this? Unfollow. That one is unnecessary for now. Let me refresh. I could have built the feature where on refresh you can see different posts, but I can see this. I can't see these messages here in our UI. Where is it? I can't really see that here. The Reels page, no problem. Not bad. Okay, yeah, we had some few messages. Let me reply to these messages. Hi there. Hi there, Evans. So you see, by default, we have messages on the left and right. You can chat with someone just like this. Let me see these reels. You can follow back. Okay, I can see the people that I'm following. I can see followers. Africa, ill health. Yeah, it's cool. This one is really cool. Some few cool features right here. I want to be the notification feature, search bar, comment thread. Also, on the shared image, you did not implement the messages button. The messages, it should be floating button. Floating button. Floating button on the bottom right side of the screen. On the bottom right side of the screen. So it did not implement that feature. I don't know why. Let me just copy the image again, copy image path, paste. Fix this and make sure the UI looks better with different colors, different feel, with different feel. Okay, let me see if we have more credits remaining. Yeah, we have so much credits. We have 45% used. So you can implement as many features as possible. So this is AI. This is just doing vibe coding. Nothing technical, nothing to overthink. We just want to make sure that we build with ease. Just building with easy. Let it build. In case you have any questions, you can ask and see how we can do help. How we can help you guys. Okay, it should implement all these features. Anyway, we have so many tools that you can use to create your application. For example, I have anti-gravity. In case you want to do the hard coding, you can do the anti-gravity, all those kind of stuff. You can use other tools like the Kiro code. It's called Kiro, K-I-R-O, Kiro code. You can use bolt.new in case you are new. You can use bolt. You can use bolt.new to create any application of your choice, all those kind of things, all those kind of stuff. So actually, let's wait for it to build all these new features. It should build something here on the bottom right, a floating button. You see this button here for messages here, this one here, and it should actually build a notification. See this notification, where is it? See, it should build a notification feature right here. Currently no notification. It should build. Let me see. It should be working. It should show. Why is it facing this error? In the meantime, let me try to upload a reel, a story. Let me see if it can upload a story. Like this. No, it's not uploading because it's doing a refresh, a background refresh. That's why. So let it do the completion, then we are going to upload and see how many stories do we have. Let me see how many stories do we have right here. Now we are threading. Why does it not have the notification yet? Even though it's building. Profile. We expect notifications page. We expect some few changes on the UI. I think it should be working on the comment thread. Let me see on the comments. No. You have this post. Let it just complete building and we see. Yeah, see the comments thread here. It's the one that is building. Let me see. We have brother. Why is JSX not TSX? Oh, why am I using JSX? It was just a choice. Not, there's nothing technical here. I just use a normal JSX. I can use TSX. This is just a basic project. I don't need to use the TSX for now. That's why. That's why. Thank you for the question. Yes, official. Escape official. ESC for escape. Yeah, still the same question. Why Firebase and not Postgres? Nothing serious, just a basic project, just a basic one. We could have used Postgres as well to. It's just a basic one. But it seems using Firebase became more technical than using Postgres. We are suffering a lot. Personally, JSX feels more confusing than using. Yeah, obvious. TSX solves some feature problems. Some feature problems my locality. Yeah. I've really struggled with JSX for the longest time. Actually, because previously before this, I think before he joined, we have been facing some errors that we should not be facing because we are just using JSX. But in case we used TSX, it should just have solved. TypeScript, in short, should have just solved most of these basic problems that we are facing. Because I believe we don't need to write so many boilerplate codes with JSX. We just use TypeScript and then it covers everything most of the time. This is just for tutorial purposes. But in case for serious projects, for example, for a project like this, that is CRIQ, you can check out CRIQ. It's an automation platform, you guys. It's an automation platform where you can automate anything. For example, you can automate anything to do with job search, whatever, HR processes, customer care agents, social media posting in case I don't want to post on LinkedIn. In case I don't want to post on LinkedIn on daily basis, I can just schedule every day at 8 a.m., every day at 8 a.m. or whatever time, curate a certain post based on whatever prompt that I'm going to give. Maybe I want to post on AI every single day. Then on social media, right here, the LinkedIn post, Facebook. I can post in my Facebook, Instagram, whatever channels, like for example, Instagram. Do you have Instagram? Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever platform that I want to post on daily basis without having to struggle too much. This kind of automations, in case I want to see how my automations are performing, in case not automations, but in case of if I'm what do we call them, social media managers, I can do the social media analytics. I can analyze Facebook leads, how ads are performing, recommendation, all those kind of stuff with Sira IQ. You can check out these kind of automations right here at Sira IQ. It's a very good platform that you can use. You can build anything. In case you don't know what to build, you can just basically as simple as you can ask AI to do a job scrapper automation. Then it should go ahead and build that for you. Uh, just some few errors here, right? But it should go ahead and build that for you. You can check your execution logs, you can browse from templates, you can browse from anything here, automations. So it should be working as simple as that. Yeah. You can recommend your friends as well to use this platform right here. It's secure, it's secure. You don't have to pay for, you see platforms like N10, Make, where you have to, Make.com, where you have to paste or you have to share your API key. That is the OpenAI, the Google, that is the Gemini, all those AI tools API keys. For example, in this, you don't have to pay, you don't have um, to get that API key. You can use our own API keys. In case you want to subscribe for more, you can just pay for everything at once. You see how you pay. For example, in A10, you pay like the 20 USD, then you go ahead and go to May or whatever platform, OpenAI, Anthropic, you buy $5, what we call them API keys, that is the tokens. Instead of doing that, you can just do the $20 here, in which they are taken care of, and then you get all these agents. You can get all these kind of agents. You can build things like agents. You see agents, you see how agents work, for example. You see all these are taken care of by default. The latest models, for example, Anthropic 3, Opus 4.8. You can use them for free in case you want to do it. There's 14 days trial, free trial. Otherwise, you can get 50% off in case you use the code Sira IQ. Let me share the code in case you want to get it. So let's as I share, let me see what features we built right here. As I share the link to try out Sira IQ. Okay, you see, actually we have built several features. The homepage is right here, the search is right here. You can search for anything like MP, Africa Health. See here. I don't need to search anything, dynamically search anything, and it's working. The notifications right here. The notifications, no notification here. It's actually building the notifications here. It's actually here. So in order of priority, this one should not be here, should be somewhere here on the top, the create feature. Yeah. So let me share the link. Let me share the link to access it IQ. Let's wait for this to build. with that you can get, with that link, in case you sign up with that link, you can get 50% off of the subscription. You get 50% off. Yeah, thank you a lot. The official escape. I'm reading that as escape official because that's what I can see on my keyboard. Escape official. ESC official. Thank you a lot. Congratulations for the feature. Samuel Jerry, how much have you paid for your AI? For my AI, I'm in this $20 subscription, monthly subscription. So for Anthropic, in case you do for the Anthropic, this is what you do. In case some people pay for Anthropic, in case you want to do the Anthropic, some people pay for either the account. You see this account, you can pay for the account, then you log in with Cloud Code. Let me see the pricing. Where is it? Billing. So in billing, you pay 23 USD, depending with the location, depends with your location. For example, in my location, Kenya, we are subjected to this 3.2. The $3.2, that is the 16% VAT, depends with the country. So, but the standard fee is 20. Now the other one is the tax. I'm paying the $20 subscription plan. Yeah. And then I can link that with my Cloud Code. So in case you check the pricing, it comes with the Cloud Code. Yeah, it comes with the Cloud Code, but with a little bit of limited usage, like the usage right here. It expires, I think, after 5 hours. So in case you exhaust your session in 2 hours or in 1 hour, that means you have to wait for the rest of the 3 hours for your session to be reactivated for you to use it again. So you just need to know how to use it. Depends actually with the task. Some heavy tasks consume a lot of these sessions, a lot of credit in these sessions. Yeah. So it depends with whatever subscription plan that you really want or that you can really afford. So let me do this notification, no current notifications. We have the search feature, we have the reels. How much tokens do you get for the 20? Most of the time I'm not really aware of how many tokens that I have, but I know how much of AI usage that I have done. Let me show you how I track my AI usage here. Because I track how many hours I code, I track with worker time, and really worker times gives me a lot of AI tokens usage. Let me show you. Let me show you. Where is this AI report? It should be here. Okay, let me read this. Let me read human lines. For example, you can see in the last 7 days, as a human, I've just written 251 lines of code. And AI has written the rest, the other thousands of lines of code. So I've used 235 million tokens of AI. Estimatingly, these tokens should be 263 USD. But because I'm using this kind of plan, I'm not paying per token usage. I'm using my billing account. So in case I bought the credit, like here, let me show you. Where is the billing usage? In case I decided to buy the credits, turn on the credits usage. In case I decided to use the credits, then that means I could have paid at least 263 USD in the last 7 days, but I'm not using that. So that is the estimated cost. So I prefer just doing this account, just paying the account and then you link to that instead of using the API key. It's really expensive if you try that. It can bankrupt you. But in terms of also there's a catch. There's a catch in this. So the catch is, now in case you use this account right here, of course you are going to get the whatever time that you are going to use, the 5-hour session. But from my own experience, not from any expert, from any research, from anywhere, but from my own experience, I've realized that when you use these tokens, when you use the direct account, and when you go to use the API key, the API key produce something that is really great, because I think you're interacting with the models directly with the API keys as compared to using the account. So that's my thought on that, based on no research at all, just based on whatever I experience whenever I'm building my stuff. So I think we are done with our Instagram clone. So let me finally upload a simple reel here from this account. It's actually adding. There we go. We can see we have 2 reels right here. We have 2 stories, not reels. Stories. And remember, now you see the messages here. See that message icon? That was displayed here. Let me see. Are there how many messages? If I read these messages and I go back home, why is it showing one message? Anyway, it should not be showing, but it's fine. It's not be showing. So let's do the final feature of this session. The final feature concept. I want a feature where one can update their profile image, and maybe edit user name, like one can name themselves as Avancify things like that, Avancify etc. So that is the final feature that we want to build, and then we have our Instagram clone complete. A very basic feature. So in order of things, I say this one should not be here, should be somewhere here. Let me see from Instagram, where do we have? Where is our create here? So it should have only the notification right here. Actually, it's following all this. Instagram create. Why do I feel it should be somewhere here? But it's okay. It's understandable. Let me go here to my profile and see. So I expect a feature to edit my username right here. And that will be the final feature. Actually, this one is vibe coding. We are not doing anything. We just need to understand what features we need to build. And now this is where it comes to separate someone who really understands how software is done and someone who really doesn't understand how software is done. For example, I already know we need a feature where one can edit their profile. But in case you really don't know about software features, how things work, then it will be hard for you to figure out what next feature do you want and how do you plan it. For example, I have an architecture in mind where I just need to change the tag name or whatever name right here, but I can't change the email that is tied to this username. I can't change anything or the name that is tied to this specific user name or this specific username. So yeah, there you go. You can see we can edit profile. Let me see if it's done coding. Let me finish this. You'll be lucky if it's done writing the code. Be really lucky to finish or call it off there. Okay, this one is cool. Let me edit this profile. There we go. You can change the profile image. Let me see Africa Hill L. I can call myself what? Fancify. Can call myself a Fancify. My username I can call Fancify Tech. My bio, Fancify is a tech guy or something small. Let me change the profile photo as well. And the profile photo should be, I had a profile image here. Let me see if that one will add. Let me use the Anthropic one. So this one should work. So this one should work. Let me saving. There you go. So Advancify Tech. So that one you can see works correctly. There you go. You can see this one. Oh, we had a background image right here. That's cool. That's really cool. So that's how these systems really work. You can suggest on the chat what next do you want us to build in our next session. What do you want us to build in our next session? What feature do you want me to build in the next session? Let me see if there's any other feature that we need to add. What does this button really need to do? Oh, actually it's logged in. Oh, there we go, suggested for you. Let me, actually this one logged out. Can I view this? 55 minutes ago, 56 actually. Okay. Minutes ago. Let me check. Actually, the sound is working as well. If I try to follow, I need to log in. Let me see this user profile. This is cool. This guy has one follower, Advancify Tech. Still following one. Advancify Tech. Let me see Advancify Tech. This guy has one post. Very, how many posts too? Why do we have two posts? Then there's this guy with reels. So the reels are not showing here. So that's a bug. That's a bug. That needs to be fixed. Chatbot with publications. Are those actual profile, people's profile? Yes, actually, these are actual profiles. They are not just normal profiles. So just logged in here. I create an account. I'm not fetching anything from Instagram. It's actually fetching from our own database right here. From our own database. Let me see. Users data, users Insta. Ignore the rest of everything here. I just used an existing database. So we have two users from our Firebase right here. And the first user was very with only 2 posts. Then the other user ID was Advancify Tech that was edited. Yeah, these are actual profiles. They are not hard coded. You can create actually here with email, blah, blah, blah. So let me log in with a different account and change Africa Hill Health. Let me log in with this. I believe this was Advancify Tech. Oh, no. This was still Advancify. Which is fine, which is really cool. You can see these are actual profiles. Edu created the database or even was vibe coded. Yeah, the database was vibe coded, but I know the rules. So the database, in our prompts, we described the database to be specific. How? We know how the data should flow. For example, we already know how our Instagram needs to feel like. For example, some of the features that we've encoded, so far the database can really understand. We need a feature where you can post or you can create a particular post, right? So if I post, then that means by default, you are logged in, okay? Because you are logged in, that means, so that means anything that you post, it should be tied to your post, to your user ID. So let's see. So these are the posts. Let me see Insta posts. Post Insta. We expect to see several posts. So let's see how this one really works. So this is a smart HR. This was just something that we posted, okay? So in this smart HR, you can see our database has the user ID. So this is the unique ID that is tied to that particular user. So that means even though we've coded our database, we already know the structure of how our database needs to look like. Everything should be tied to a specific user ID. That is the unique ID that is tied to that particular post. Not only that, but also in our Firebase, this is the post ID that is stored in our database, in which is again tied to the user ID, the caption, whatever needs to look like. So we already know how our databases needs to look like. So even though we vibe code, we already know how it needs to look like. So we just need to verify from our code, is it really working like that? So I hope I've answered your question with that. Okay, next we want to build a chatbot with publication. That's really cool. Actually, I know what next we can build. I know what next. I tried it and then it worked, but I didn't pay more attention to it. I don't know if you have seen this AI tool. I don't know if it's Adobe, where you take just a photo of your house, then you can tell AI to redesign the house. Okay, you can tell AI to redesign your house. For example, I can take a photo of this office, of my background, then I tell it, redesign, add some whatever needs to be added on the background, and then it can give me exactly. It won't change anything existing, but it will just give you a fresh redesign. So that's what we shall be building the next time, probably tomorrow. Yeah, for sure tomorrow. Those actual people, yeah, I think I answered that. Edu created the database. Oh, yeah, I answered that. If we can do Tensor AI certificates, okay, we can do Tensor AI. That's cool. Let me see which project comes first between the two. Otherwise, in case you can see, in case you are wondering if we really know how to train models, you can see, let me show you. We did several sessions, I think so many sessions. Let me show you. You can go to my channel and then you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sessions where we did create LLMs from scratch. Not really vibe coding, but creating actual code that you see with AI. That we can do with AI. Yeah. Can you do Google? Google, yeah. Actually, we know Google. You just need to understand how the Google algorithms work. Actually, these things are hard. In case you are a software engineer, you really understand. Once you get one concept, these systems are not hard to implement. We can do Google, and actually, we can use the Google API to search something from our own website, and then we replicate everything, and everything looks like Google. Yeah, we can build anything as long as we are using AI. I just realized AI can figure out everything that we really feel like building. So this one, we can call it done. Okay, let's just test this feature. Let me just test the, which feature was this? The comment threads. Let me comment. This is a thread. Then Evansify. Let me reply to this. Oh, reply to Evans. No, this is not a thread. Okay, you see, this is a thread. Then I reply to this is not a thread. And I can see Evans far at Evans. No, this is not a thread. Then let me reply to this. Are you sure? Then it will reply to that. You can see, oh, you see, 2 replies on this particular thread. I can view, I can hide, I can comment. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. Then I can reply, I also like it. Like it. So in case we are doing a thread, you can see this is a comment with 2 replies, the same exactly what happens to Instagram. Let me see. You see, Instagram, see, actually, it's replicate. I don't know how it understood this. You can see this. Someone answers this. Then we have this thread. This dash 5 replies. Then I can click to view all, and I can click. Same exact replication. This long line, small long line here. This more somehow long line here. 2 replies, and I can hide the replies. Yeah, as simple as that. As simple as that particular feature. So it works just like the same Instagram. So that means in case you are using AI, you can build anything that you can ever imagine. You can build your own Instagram as long as you know how to do it. As long as you know how to do this kind of things. I think we have explored all the features that we have built. So next time, tomorrow, we are going to be building that particular item where you can upload the image, and then after you upload the image, and then it's going to do all this kind of magic. With only API key, then later we can replicate it and use large language models to actually build these particular features. And it's not, let me see how much tokens we have used. It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Settings, usage. I did from 9 to 62, 9% to 62% usage. And remember, I really don't know what I'm building. You're just doing guesswork. I did not prepare for anything. You're just doing guesswork. And it's doing this. So in case we were really aware exactly what we are building, we might have used less because there's no guesswork. You should not be doing any guesswork. So yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you everyone who joined the session. In case you have any question, you can ask before we leave. Tomorrow same time, 2 p.m. East African time, you can join and then we can still learn together. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, everyone. Samuel, Escape Official, everyone who commented, everyone who liked, everyone who joined, because I can't see your username. Thank you, guys. I appreciate so much. You can give me a subscribe. You can share with your friends. You can invite your friends next time. They can also see this and we can build together. Yeah, doesn't take it takes a lot of time for you guys to be here, and I appreciate so much. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow, and I appreciate you so much. I'm so happy that you joined. Thank you. Good day.